What happens to your body after 60 if you start exercising? There's a moment that catches a lot of people off guard after 60. Maybe it happens when you stand up from the couch and your knees feel stiff. Maybe it happens carrying groceries. Maybe it happens looking in the mirror and realizing your body doesn't feel like your body anymore. And for a lot of people, the thought shows up, maybe I'm just too old now. But here's the truth most people never hear. Your body can still change after 60. In fact, some of the most important improvements to your health, strength, energy, balance, and independence can happen because you start exercising later in life. Not because you're trying to become a bodybuilder. Not because you're trying to look 25 again, but because the human body is designed to respond to movement, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. And once you understand what actually happens inside your body when you start exercising after 60, you stop seeing exercise as punishment and start seeing it as a second chance. So let's talk about what really happens to your body when you begin moving again later in life, because the changes are bigger than most people realize. The first thing that starts to change is your energy, and this surprises almost everyone. A lot of people avoid exercise because they already feel tired. They think, if I'm exhausted now, how am I supposed to work out? But inactivity actually makes fatigue worse. The less we move, the weaker the heart becomes, the less oxygen circulates efficiently, and the more sluggish the body feels throughout the day. Then something interesting happens when you begin exercising consistently. Maybe it starts with simple walks. Maybe light strength training. Maybe stretching in the morning. At first, it feels hard. Your body complains a little, you get sore, you question whether it's worth it. But after a few weeks, your body starts adapting, your circulation improves, your heart pumps blood more efficiently, your lungs work better, and suddenly, normal daily activities stop feeling so exhausting. You wake up with a little more energy. You don't need as many naps. You feel more alert. And many people say the same thing. I feel younger, not because they magically reversed aging, but because their body started functioning the way it was meant to. Then comes one of the biggest changes of all. Your muscles begin waking back up. After age 60, adults naturally lose muscle mass every single year. This is one of the biggest reasons people begin feeling weaker, slower, and less stable as they age. And unfortunately, most people assume weakness is permanent. It's not. The body still responds to resistance training later in life. In fact, studies have shown people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can still build strength. That's incredible when you think about it. Because stronger muscles don't just help you look better, they protect your independence. Stronger legs help you get out of chairs easier. Stronger hips improve balance. Stronger core muscles reduce the risk of falling. Even carrying laundry or climbing stairs becomes easier. And one of the best feelings in the world after 60 is realizing your body is becoming capable again. You start trusting yourself more. You move with more confidence. You stop feeling fragile. That changes everything mentally too. And speaking of mental changes, exercise has one of the most powerful effects on the brain. Many older adults struggle with stress, loneliness, anxiety, or brain fog. Some people even begin feeling invisible after retirement or later stages of life. But movement changes chemistry inside the brain. Exercise releases endorphins. It improves blood flow to the brain. It can help with memory, focus, and mood. And for many people, exercise becomes more than physical. It becomes emotional therapy. A daily walk becomes peace and quiet. A workout becomes a source of confidence. A gym routine becomes structure and purpose again. And here's something important nobody talks about enough. When you start exercising after 60, you begin proving to yourself that your life is not over. You stop thinking in terms of decline and start thinking in terms of improvement. That shift alone is powerful. Now let's talk about something people notice pretty quickly: pain and stiffness. As we age, joints naturally become less mobile if we stop moving regularly. That's why so many people wake up stiff. Their hips tighten, their back aches, their shoulders lose range of motion, and many people respond by moving less. But that usually makes things worse. Because motion is lubrication for the body. When you begin exercising safely and consistently, your joints often start feeling better. Walking improves mobility. Strength training supports the joints. Stretching increases flexibility. And over time, many people notice they can move more freely again. Now, to be clear, exercise doesn't make aging disappear. You may still have arthritis. You may still have aches. But movement often reduces the severity of those problems dramatically. And perhaps most importantly, it helps you maintain the ability to do everyday life on your own. That independence matters more than almost anything later in life. Another huge thing that changes after 60 when you exercise, your balance improves, and this is critical. Falls are one of the biggest health risks for older adults. But balance isn't just luck, balance is trainable. Walking strengthens stability. Leg exercises improve coordination. Core exercises improve posture. Even simple movements practiced consistently can help reduce fall risk significantly. And the confidence that comes with better balance is hard to describe unless you've experienced losing it. You stop feeling afraid of every slippery surface. Stop grabbing onto walls constantly. You feel steadier, more secure, more capable. That confidence affects your entire quality of life. Now, here's something many people don't expect. Exercise can actually improve sleep. A lot of adults over 60 struggle with poor sleep quality. They wake up multiple times during the night. They toss and turn. They feel tired in the morning. But regular movement helps regulate the body's internal systems. People who exercise consistently often fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply. And when you sleep better, everything improves: mood, energy, recovery, mental clarity. Even cravings and appetite become easier to manage. It's amazing how connected the body really is. And then there's the emotional side of all this, because the truth is, starting to exercise after 60 is not just a physical decision, it's an identity shift. You begin seeing yourself differently, not as someone too old, not as someone waiting for decline, but as someone still growing, still improving, still capable of change. And honestly, that mindset may be the most important transformation of all, because aging is unavoidable, but giving up on yourself is optional. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, okay, but where do I even start? The answer is simpler than you think. You do not need extreme workouts or to train like a professional athlete. You do not need to spend 2 hours in the gym. You just need consistency. This is something we talk a lot about on this channel. Consistency is the key to success. Start walking, start stretching, start using light weights, start moving your body again. Even 15 or 20 minutes a day can begin creating real changes over time. The goal isn't perfection, the goal is momentum. Because small actions repeated consistently become life-changing over the course of months and years. And remember this, your body responds to what you do repeatedly. If you stay inactive, the body adapts to inactivity. But if you begin moving again, the body starts adapting to movement at any age. So what happens to your body after 60 if you start exercising? You gain strength, you improve balance, increase energy, protect your independence, you improve your mood, you sleep better, you move better, and maybe most importantly, you start feeling hopeful again. If you enjoy our content, be sure to check out our other videos like this one here, and hit the like button and subscribe for more content on fitness and health as we age. Cheers.